Since I'm here, no so introduce guys, and today we're going to make some rum cream. Alright, so here is what it is. Here's the video for today. Homemade Bailey's Irish cream liquor recipe. How to make Bailey's rum cream basically by Sanjaya Cookery. We'll get into it.
Most popular liqueurs that we sell at the restaurant is Bailey's Irish Cream. And this is an easy project that you can make at home. This makes for a wonderful gift that you can make for your friends or family, especially during the holiday season. This is the equipment you're going to need. I'm going to use a blender. However, if you are not using a blender, you can do this very easily using a mixing bowl and a whisk, and you'll need a funnel that will fit into the bottle that you're going to put your liqueur in. So let's get started by talking about the flavor notes that we're working with. Now, the two main flavor components of this classic liqueur is whiskey and cream. Now, does it have to be Jameson's? No. Does it have to be Irish whiskey? No. It needs to be a fairly smooth, mild tasting whiskey. You can use Irish whiskey, you can use Canadian is a good one. You can use a very mild American. What I would stay away from is...
You know what, like God say I know, bro. All this time I think I actually ready in I think in a dog. Never did know say a whiskey, bro. Never know say a whiskey, but man. It's like the more you learn.
A very oaked bourbon or a very peaty and smoky scotch, because that's going to get in the way of that classic flavor. In fact, part of the origin story of this classic liqueur is that it was introduced in 1971 and it used whiskey from a money-losing distillery that had a surplus amount of whiskey, and they figured out a new product that they can push with it. Now for today's batch, I am using some Powers whiskey. Burns like hellfire. What I'm going to start out with is the whiskey, and this is quite a bit. Let's talk cream. We're going to get this element by using a combination of sweetened condensed milk, not evaporated milk. Make sure you get condensed milk, and heavy cream. Now, the all-important holy moly.
Yo. Huh. Yo. You know, so yo. It's a football machine, I never learn how to. Yo, I used to abuse rum like crazily, bro, when I was younger. I don't want to that shit again. But you know, but this is a good thing, good little skill or at least a good little recipe, no? Cause sometimes if you get a bottle or Baileys or if I money in a dog, for them sitting at them simple product here, man, just take up outside supermarket and just dash in a blender. Why am I even pay over 3 grand for a bottle of rum cream and can do it on me yard for less? Fuck it.
Look at that. That is pure richness. Okay, so let's discuss the secondary flavor notes that you're going to get in this liqueur. Let's start with chocolate. Now, you can get all fancy and get single estate grown, sold only in Brooklyn, cocoa powder. But the reality is when they were making Bailey's in the first test batch, they were using Nesquik milk chocolate powder. So today I have something you can very easily make milk chocolate out of, which is the Hershey's Simplified Chocolate Syrup. If you want to get into using your own cocoa powder, remember that is unsweetened. So what you're going to want to do is mix in an additional amount of sweetener to compensate for that, and a little bit of liquid. So the best thing to do would be to mix simple syrup, which is an equal parts blend of sugar and water, and then your cocoa powder of choice. I'm just going to use this. And I have my chocolate syrup. The leftover is the gift for the maker. The next flavor note that we're going to be layering in is the note of coffee. What I'm using here is a good instant coffee granules. If you've ever traveled abroad and you've been away from a place where you can get some really good fresh brewed coffee, you'll know that Classico is a lifesaver. Also, when you're going camping. Why are we using instant coffee? Well, if you were to use brewed coffee, what it's going to do is dilute the final product and change the viscosity of the liqueur.
You don't want it like that. You don't want it too watery. You want it to be smooth as possible, so that's why you don't brew the coffee first. You just throw in the powder so you can keep up the consistency of the mix, of the brew, the whole, fuck up the structure, the liquid structure of the rum cream. So this makes sense. You fuck. Yo, I have to try this one day. I have to make this one day. Watch it.
Okay, I have my coffee granules here. So one of the secret hero ingredients to almost any item that is of a sweet nature, and that is vanilla. You know how people say butter makes everything better? Well, vanilla makes everything of a sweet nature better. It kind of works in the background and then helps bring forward everything else. Finally, I'm not certain that Bailey's uses this, but I find that it certainly helps improve my version, and that is a pinch of nutmeg. So those 2 tiny pinches, 3 tiny pinches, probably equal a pinch. You notice that I have not put in my heavy cream yet. To avoid curdling at all costs, what I'm going to do is mix this as much as possible and then finally blend in the heavy cream. All right, now I'm going to add my heavy cream in. You'll notice I didn't add all of it. Remember, recipes are basically a framework for the house you're trying to build. What you want to do is, once you understand the basics and know it and feel comfortable enough, then you can start making alterations. What I want you to do is figure out, do you like the level of thickness? Do you like the alcohol? If you want it a little bit looser, you can add more. If this particular recipe, you want it even thicker, what I would do is increase the amount of condensed milk. And if you're satisfied with the thickness, let's do the final taste test. Oh man, that is some damn good stuff.
Dog, I have to try this recipe. I have to one day. Like, I have a stream where I just make rum cream. For the love of the game. I have to do this shit. I have to do it. Like God said, I know. I have to do this one day. I'm going to write this down as an idea for a future stream. To make some rum cream. Live. Live. Man, I go for the rest, the things them I'm gonna need to make it. I'll make it live in my kitchen. When I have the time, when I get the time, when I have the stuff ready, I gotta do this shit. I have to do it one day. Because this it not look like it hard. It seems pretty simple, chat. Even a fuckhead could have do this. Oh no, you could have fucked this up if you now watch the video. You now follow the video. So you have to big up Sanjaya. Big up Sanjaya. Big up Sanjaya. Please support the original video. I don't own the video. Please support the original release.
So I'm going to gift this to a friend of mine that will definitely enjoy this. I am a little bit lactose intolerant, so I will probably make another version for myself with just some store-bought non-dairy creamer.
No, that's just a common L for those who have lactose intolerance. Cha-cha. Another L for lactose intolerance. I can't enjoy the finer things in life. No ice cream, no milk, barely to liquor or no cheese. Sad. All of them say are the original human build when it's supposed to drink so much dairy. But for me, so upon them thing, bro, it's just rough differently. Oh, them man you take him chances and stand probably like a bubble later, but you have to respect him. God damn.
Oh man, this is good. What I recommend is learn the base recipe, and then you can really personalize your own Irish cream to your personal taste. You can add cinnamon, you can increase the chocolate, decrease the coffee, whatever. You can really turn it into something special for yourself or someone you care about.
Alright guys, well, that's it. This is it. Video done. Thanks for watching. Please check out our next video. It's supposed to appear upon your screen right now. Until the next time. Sooner or later, isn't it? Big up.